I am tired as fuck today, but I am going to make this live stream happen because I really want to move forward with Hearts of Stone. But before I do that, I actually need to do a few things like armor collecting and some side quests. But in the meantime, feel free to drop in. So, obviously we finished the main storyline. That's out of the way. I'm really looking forward to doing Hearts of Stone. Probably one of the best storylines in this game besides the Bloody Baron ones, which people say it's overrated, but to be entirely honest, it's overrated because it's good. And I'm sticking to it. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Ugh. Oh, give me just a moment, guys. Everything will resume very shortly. Alright. Ingestion settings. Okay, yeah, that's it. Sorry in advance. Okay. And no, actually, no, I did it. Never mind. We're good. We're good.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, so let's see all
faster
the shit that I have to do. So I'm level 33 now. Oh shit, actually, hold on guys, I need to pause this for just a second to let a few buddies of mine in my group know that I'm actually live streaming right now. Alright, sorry about that everyone. Normally I'd try to do that beforehand, it's just I do so much preparation for these videos that sometimes I forget certain things. I'll miss certain steps. I can't believe I haven't done these. You know what? Since they're so low level, let's get them out of the way real quick.
Come on, Roach.
I'm surprised I haven't done that quest. I swear I thought I did this quest when I first played this. At least this playthrough. Hey, what's up, Brazil? Moo to you too. How's it going, man? I finished the main story. I did, I haven't started Hearts of Stone yet. I'm just like killing off some side quests and collecting certain armors before I jump into Hearts of Stone. I think I can actually max out my Earth Sign armor now. But yeah, Rockstar showed up yesterday, like, almost right after I finished, whatchamacallit, the main storyline. I was like, you missed it. I fought the Wild Hunt and everything.
Ye deaf? Be gone, you blasted mutant.
Where's all this hate for witchers coming from?
Where? I'll tell you where. One of yous came here, ate his fill for 2 days while he thunked things over. Then he says he'd do us a
Yes
favor
and
kill
no.
our monster.
Like for this playthrough,
What's your
I
price? I
did not
asked.
do anything
He said
for
he won't
Gwent,
get no coin,
but I
so
have
he
another
sold me
save file
none
that I
to
play
offer.
like separate from this one that I don't stream, and that's my completionist file basically. That's like the file where I'm collecting a bunch of Gwent cards and trying to get all the trophies. So yes and no. Like right now I'm not a completionist, but I do want to get
So what did he want
the
instead
experience
of
from
coin?
these quests.
Said for pay he'd take something I had that did not yet know about. Then he left, and here the door swung shut behind him. Me lass started wailing. What's these tears? I asked. Oh, I can't bear it, she says. I'll kill the horsin'.
Go on.
So how's
Your
Argentina?
weapon, some beast was gonna kill
just
the
kidding.
Witcher dead. Ye howling for a mutant, I said. Then she told me, Bugger had bewitched her with his evil eye, seduced her, and that were to be his prize. A Witcher's bastard.
If he's really a witcher, you don't have a thing to worry about. We can't sire children.
Thank the gods any more of yous and we be lost.
Cinny.
This one, he beguiled me daughter, rutted her neath
Sunny.
my own roof. That I can't forgive.
Very sunny
Tell
in
me where
Romania.
he is. Take care of this.
Yeah,
for you.
it's
Cemetery. Went there to slay the monster.
sunny but windy
Hope the corpse
for us
eater
in
gets
California
that
right now.
fornicated freak.
At least in my area.
Horses on.
Okay, I'm doing this Witcher wannabe quest real quick. This is actually a really good quest. So what have you been up to lately, Razil? Are you still playing that game that you're trying to quit playing? Smite? Look how my sword just breaks hitting this one ghoul. Welcome, new viewer. Well, I gotta repair this sword. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. Alright. Sadly, still playing it. Yep. I know the feeling. At least with, that's how I was with Destiny for a while before I realized, or until I accepted the fact that I just need to step away from this game because it's consuming my life. I was playing Elder Scrolls Online yesterday though, for a little bit, for probably like an hour. And I'm actually starting to get really into that game.
Thank you, you came
I'll
just
probably
in
play it
time.
later after I do my
A moment more
stream.
and that goal would have
Probably like
filleted me
towards
like a
later in the
flounder.
evening.
Actually, not sure I should have
I'm
intervened.
gonna be streaming for a
Your
few
combat
hours though.
style. It's new to me. Should have just observed. Where'd you complete your training? School of the Snail? But then where'd you get your
Yeah, I
wolf's head
agree.
medallion?
You're the real thing. A witcher?
Mm-hmm. What gave it away?
I guess that's
I
one of the
didn't wet
reasons
my
why I like
trousers at the
playing
sight of
games like
one
Call of
lousy
Duty and
ghoul.
Battlefield,
Answer
because
the
you're not
question.
like dedicated
Where'd
to
you
the
get the
game, but at the
medallion?
same time you can
I
like
bought it
play it
from a traveling peddler.
without
Oh, the villagers are coming.
having to feel
Don't tell them
obligated
about
to
me,
it.
Please.
Like you can do a match or
Monster
two and just
slay.
not play for like a
Oi.
week and it's good.
What's this? 2 Witchers? We only hired one.
Only one witcher here. This man's a charlatan. Travels from village to village cheating people.
No, it's not
Charlatan.
like that. I can explain everything I can. He's a crook, a fraud. Oh, we've laws for this kind, special punishments. Thank ye for exposing him, Master Witcher.
I did a contract for that guy on the left with the hat. Take him to the village elder. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck
Ought to
this
take
guy.
him to the village elder.
He's
Of course.
a piece of
Elder
shit.
can decide what to do with this scoundrel. Last cheat came
Welcome,
through.
new viewers.
Fellow paying with shaved coins. We lopped his hands off.
I'm sure your elder takes care to make the punishment suit the crime. Ought to start by taking his sword, tossing his medallion in the fire. Farewell.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it out. That in League of Legends, but I don't know, I put so much time into everything else, it's not worth it for me.
Pathetic.
Decapitated. Took that guy's legs out. I really need to sell this stuff. I'm going to sell this stuff real quick. I actually need to store some stuff too. What is here though? I got an idea. I may be overburdened, but I'm gonna ride Roach to a fast travel point and sell this stuff real quick. So I'm thinking, because the Watchdog stream isn't really,
Let's go.
no one really watches it. I'm thinking of jumping into Skyrim very, very soon. Like, probably tomorrow soon. Like, fresh start and everything. What do you think, Brazil? Son of a bitch, I'm stuck. Final Fantasy
Not so fast,
15
Roach.
really interests me more than anything on Steam. I really want to play Final Fantasy 15. The problem with it is
Run, Roach.
I don't want to spend full price on it if it's like a mediocre game. Like, some people say it's like interesting, but it's nothing like great, and that's what concerns me. Is I guess because of playing Witcher and a lot of other games, I have high expectations. So I just don't want to buy Final Fantasy 15 and it just ends up sucking. Like, I'll buy it when it gets cheaper, and if it ends up sucking, well, I didn't put a lot of money into it. You play Elder Scrolls Online, right? Or I think I remember you saying you played online. Yeah, fuck you. Sorry, I'm trying to access the fast travel point, but I'm gonna kill all these people on here. I like how, like, his head and everything just changed after he got cut in half. Like, he was no longer that same person. Losing your head. Two-player made DLC will come out this year that will be just as bit as the vanilla game. Now, I bought EXO, or Elder Scrolls Online, got to level 10 and quit. Yeah, it's a hard game to get into. I did an interesting quest yesterday. That was like pretty cool. It was like I had to go through a portal and experience like a murder through the eyes of someone else, or like a king being killed, but I had to witness it through the eyes of his enemies. And I thought that quest was interesting, but a lot of the quests on the Elder Scrolls Online are just really just boring. Like, it's hard for me to get into that game. It feels like Fallout. It's nothing like, or not Fallout, it feels like Fallout 4. It's like, it doesn't have the same feel that you get from like Skyrim or Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
Let's go.
Guild Wars 2. You see, I haven't played Guild Wars 2, but it's a lot like that. So the 2-player DLC for Final Fantasy 15, is that like a...
Whoa there, Roach.
Is that like a mod? Because you were mentioning a vanilla game. So is that like did the developers make the 2-player thing, or is that being made by a fan? Because if the developers make a 2-player mode, I would actually be interested in it. Not saying the mod won't be any good, but...
Come inside.
Yeah. Alright, I need to sell this stuff real quick. Because I'm like 10 pounds over my carry weight. The DLC is for Skyrim. Oh, it's for Skyrim. Oh, okay, so it has to be a mod then. That's actually pretty cool, though. I would actually be really down to do Skyrim with another person. I feel like it would be way better than Elder Scrolls Online. It'd be more interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, originally I thought you were saying it's for Final Fantasy 15. Because that would be pretty cool with 2 people. Alright, so I need to go to this guy real quick. Come on, Roach. Players mods made those 2 DLCs that will come out.
Let's go.
One of them is Dark Souls with a spirit skin. Okay. Actually, a Bloodborne. We just got it like for free with PS Plus, and I've been playing that, and that game's hard, but at the same time I really feel like I can beat it. Just because of how I play this game. I mean, it's a lot harder than this game.
Show me what you have.
Like a lot harder, but I'm confident I'll be able to finish it. Oh, it's all good, man. I know autocorrect can be. It ducking sucks. Oh, this dude has 5,000 gold. I'm about to unload all my shit on him, except for my weapons that I made, because I need to store those in my other armor. And then I have 2. Okay, that's enhanced. And then, okay, so these are both enhanced. I'm going to sell one of these, because there is no... Okay, I know how to do this. I'm gonna buy some stuff that I need off this merchant. Advice, if you guys ever need like accessories and stuff, and you're also selling stuff at the same time and the merchant runs out of coin, just buy stuff that you need and then sell the rest of your stuff, and it works really, really well because you're really just trading. Meteorite, ingot. I could always use this stuff. Is that twine? Or is that... no, fuck. Thread. Alright. And now you just sell your stuff again. And... yeah. Okay, so this is a lesser... I really should save these for the room right. That's actually someone I need to see. Alright, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna get rid of that. And like... oh, okay. I guess that works. I'm good with that.
So long.
I will get Skyrim again once those mods come out. The amount of content will be unmatched. It really will be. I'm actually intrigued that they're pushing a 2-player mode or multiplayer mode. Do you know if that mode, I know it's going to be a co-op, but do you know if there's going to be like a PvP as well? Because if they added a PvP into it, that would just be amazing. Like, it would definitely, hopefully it would inspire Bethesda to add multiplayer co-op to their future games, but I don't know if they would be able to pull that off. Okay, so let me back up real quick and see what quests I have available before I start Hearts of Stone. I'm not going to do any of the Fist of Furies right now because those are really just easy and redundant. Novigrad Close City is not that great. Dorslet, creature from Oxenfurt Forest. You know what, guys? Honestly, hold on. I'm gonna look at my treasure real quick. I might just start Hearts of Stone, to be entirely honest. Well, I do have Bear School. I won't be able to wear that armor though. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and start Hearts of Stone, guys. Fuck it, we're doing this. You guys want a good show? Well, we'll do a good show. Oh. Oh, okay. Because earlier I heard you mentioned a 2-player mod, but maybe I just didn't read it correctly. There's a multiplayer mod that is already out, actually. Oh, okay. All right. So does the multiplayer mod that's already out have PvP?
Is this necessary? On the road all day and now... What? Do you know who I am? I'm Jean-Baptiste III. Yes, of those Baptistes.
I'm kind of curious though about the Dark Souls with the Skyrim skin. I really want to... I actually want to look that up. Bro, I can take the frog. But at the same time, fuck that fucking frog. Dang. I bet you though the same people are working on it. Or at least I hope they would, because I think PvP would be pretty interesting. But no, I'm going to kill that frog, man. I've had my ass kicked by it.
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices? Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster.
I wish I had a haircut like
What you
that.
would do.
Monster? What kind?
Just kidding.
Big, bad, ugly.
I do want
just
that
watching the
beard though.
sewers.
That's a pretty sick
If
beard.
you're interested, drop by the Garren estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted.
Okay, rune right. This is from what's her name, Shawnee, and then okay, blah blah blah. Monster and sewers. Okay. I'll Google the name. Hold on. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, because I definitely want to see. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and ride over. Go this way. But yeah, guys, I am still looking forward to doing this. Hearts of Stone has to be one of the best stories in this game. It's just so dark and eerie, and Gontro Dim is like, honestly, he's arguably one of the best villains in the DLC, in my opinion. Or, not in the DLC. He's arguably one of the best villains in The Witcher. Oh no, I'll come back. I know which quest that is, but I just don't want to do it right now. Okay, so I'm at the Dancing Wood Mill. I think I'm getting close. That's somewhere up over here. Okay, yeah, I am getting close. Okay, the mod will be called Skyrim Apotheosis.
Whoa.
Apotheosis. Okay. I will look that up. I'm curious. I'm actually gonna open that in the secondary tab real quick. One-handed. That's Skyrim. Nope.
Take it easy.
See, that's why, guys, you don't text and ride a horse. It's just bad. I almost ran into a tree. I'll Google. Okay, so I have it opened in the secondary tab. I will definitely watch a trailer for it later. And there I go again. Alright, we're at the estate. There's some crazy dark shit's about to happen. Got all these sketchy people out front.
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for Olgierd von Everec.
Ah, that'll be inside.
Do you think horses would run into trees if you guide them into it like a car? That's kind of fucked up, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious myself. I don't know. Maybe? I could see him running off a cliff for sure, but I'm not too sure about the whole running into a tree thing.
Olgierd von Everec. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
Can't help wondering. Who are you?
Who do we look like?
A crew of cutthroats? Or a band of former soldiers who got lucky?
Ah, but that's where you err. 'Cause we're sons of nobles, all.
And daughters.
So, gonna tell me who you are, precisely?
The Redanian Free Company. The Wild Ones, folk call us. Owing to the boar in our coat of arms.
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everec here.
Someone's made an arse of you, brother.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
I know, they're such cocky... They're pretty much arrogant drunks.
Different mums.
But I'm about to make them all look stupid right now.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm Olgierd.
You? Not likely. I'm all geared.
No, guys, I'm Olgierd.
You're all Olgierd. That it?
Got it right at last.
One man split into 3 bodies. Not interested in his balls, so which of you's got his brain?
Oh, fucking burned.
Not laughing.
I am Negan.
Guess that means you didn't get the brain.
Brazil, I don't know. I think I like this band of merrymen a lot better than Negan.
Give it to him!
What? Lost your nerve?
Kicking his ass.
Give it to him! You'd fit right in with our band of merry men. Come on, I'll take you to Oldgate. What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Bit of advice, Geralt of Rivia. Once you meet Olgierd, try and pique his interest.
I gotta pique his interest? He's the one wants a monster dead.
Aye, but he don't need you to kill it. Ottoman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best prices? Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
Frankly, gotta say I prefer the work of Pax Gernst.
But
the Kaviri school.
that ass, though.
Are you an Oxenfurt man?
No. Know some folk who graduated from
Trying to
there,
get some elven booty, Brazil. Is
I
that
used
it?
to like Botticelli. The life he could breathe into a chunk of cold stone. But I look at it now, and it seems just a rock, ideally proportioned. Not a flaw on its surface. Painfully perfect. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside. That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. All dignity aside, I would probably smash an elf too, if it looked like that. I like that princess elf from Lord of the Rings. I know what you're talking about. I have to agree.
Well, we haven't a choice now. Fetch us some wine, dear. And a nibble or two.
This some special occasion? Or just feel like feasting?
Every occasion's special. Today we celebrate a dubbing.
Whose?
Squire Herodor's new sabre.
I've hit on a name for her. Fair sabre, I dub thee Tradiciana.
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Oh, the way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
I gave this guy to Gonster as soon as I had the option.
She went to a fair with a sister.
Oh, that's messed up. I mean,
Daft wench convinced
The first
her
time
prince
I saved
transformed
his
into a
butt, and he
tall
ended
lives in
up
the Oxenfurt
being a
sewers.
cool guy.
And you know, women, each craves a prince, and will wade
But I have
knee-deep
played
through
that
shite
ending,
to
and it's
get
just
it.
sad.
Vissy was no exception in that respect.
I mean, he does fuck
Now
you
she
over
went,
multiple times.
never to return. Wasn't the first, it seems, either.
But was it really him?
Hey! Leave her be! Is that any way to treat the Lord?
I'll probably
of
end up
daughter?
saving him when that time comes.
Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
I did, though. When I won't lie, though. When I first played this
Just one
DLC,
formality to resolve first. My pay.
when I first played this DLC,
Return with the beast's head, and you'll have leave.
I
say
wanted to
anything
kill
you
him
wish
too,
from me.
or have him
Awfully
killed,
generous. Still, I'd prefer to
until I
agree a
learned about his
specific amount.
backstory.
Ooh, fine. How much would you like? 300, 400 crowns?
450.
Yeah.
Agreed. And that'll be
Oh, I'll
in
wait for
addition
this
to whatever
cutscene real quick.
memento you wish to take.
Alright, but if you put that all aside, you know, killing his family and, you know, putting his brother in danger and all that, well, indirectly, I mean, yeah, he's a great guy.
Consider the beast gone.
Confident? Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours.
I mean, yeah, I don't like the things he does either, but at the same time, was it really him doing it, though? Because when he had the Heart of Stone, he basically, it, like, changed him.
Hey, you! Puss papers!
It stripped him of emotions, but worse than Geralt.
But I'm gonna call you Puss papers. That a problem?
Get to the point.
Got an offer. Potentially lucrative puss peepers. Someone's killed me mate. Name was Clivert. You're to figure out who did it, then cut the bugger's head off.
Why not avenge him yourself? Seems like you all relish swinging your sabers.
Aye, we do. And if I knew who'd axed Clivert, I'd have gutted him ages ago. Thing is, I don't. But you see a lot with them puss peepers. You'll track him down.
I'm a witcher, not a manhunter.
Kill an awful lot of them, though, don't you?
When they deserve it.
And my friend's murderer, he don't deserve it. At least hear me out. Clivert dealt fist tech. A few
True.
days past, he rode to Bowden.
Yeah, he
to
was
take
messing
a
with
delivery.
things that
Never came back.
Been there.
he had no
Actually
business
seen
messing
his
with.
corpse.
Like, I mean, come on, black magic
But Clivert was one damned reliable
is
horse.
just forbidden magic.
We was to meet. He didn't show. Can only mean he's dead. Find the bastard.
So yeah, he did bring
who
it on to
this.
himself.
Find him and kill him. I'll pay top coin.
Need to think it through.
Clivert's got a scar on his forehead, not unlike yours. Spot that, you'll know it's his body.
Said I'd think about it.
Know what, puss peeps? One look at a bloke and I know what he's made of. You'll do what I ask. I bet anything on it. Look for me in Oxenfurt. The Alchemy Inn on the main square.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
Drink and smoke and fight and dance with lasses.
it's just how O'Dim traps people too. He like, yeah, he shouldn't have summoned or I guess he summoned O'Dim, and that's how he became, or that's how he came to him. I'm not sure what he was trying to summon with the black magic, but I think it was O'Dim. But just the whole, how he turns things around on you and says, live like no tomorrow. And he pretty much granted him that wish directly. At the same time, I feel like you gotta be specific when you make a wish. Like I want to be the ruler of rulers, and I turn into a ruler because it was taken literal. The woman was hurt in her life, just look at this woman was hurt in her life, just look at her. Oh, are you talking about the girl that I was just talking with that wants me to avenge her friends? Because if so, yeah, I could see the whole being a badass thing as a cover. Pretty much playing the tough girl act, but really she wasn't always like that. Like when Trump wished to be president of the United States, he wasn't specific enough. That actually was a good one. I'm not gonna lie. Geralt, what the? Okay, I don't know why you just squared up. Oh, hey, what's up, J Gaming? Hands down, Witcher 3. Don't get me wrong, Skyrim's an amazing game too. It definitely was for its time, but I'm gonna have to say Witcher 3 because, I mean, Skyrim had some meaningful quests, but Witcher has the world feels more atmospheric. Just going through Velen or Skellige and watching the trees sway back and forth. I just feel like you're actually there, and then all the stuff that's in the map, like you'll be galloping, you'll come across things to do. You won't have to go far, like you don't have a lot of you don't have an empty world, I guess. That's what I'm saying.
What are you doing here?
But Skyrim is a great game.
Help me!
Shani, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can be done.
Let it go.
Damn it! All for nothing.
You did all you could.
Thanks, Geralt. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left.
In Skyrim, I read a lot of the books. I didn't read them all, but I read a good amount of them just to get into the lore, and it did have good lore. I agree.
Mainly at my clinic.
You come across some interesting personal stories too.
But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long too.
Sure. But once we're out of these sewers.
Redanian army force you to come here too? Or you just down here for a pleasant stroll?
Got our orders this morning. I came down here with a whole unit, but something attacked us.
I would say in terms of RPG, it would be Witcher 3 first, then Skyrim, then Fallout. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying Skyrim's a bad game.
No, I started running as soon as
I'm very fond of both games, but
it's huge. Spat venom and
Witcher 3 just always pulls me in.
Sounds. That's all I know.
Doesn't sound like a major necrophage or a pack of drowners.
No. This was one thing. Big, but one. Somebody threw a torch at it. Monster couldn't have cared less.
All right. Not afraid of fire. Good to know. The soldier. He's someone important to you?
His name was Knowles. Supposed to go on leave next
I
week.
usually do.
Now he won't.
I haven't played Dark Souls
Nor
3.
the rest of his unit.
How many were they?
A whole squad. 6 brave boys.
But yeah, I usually
All
choose
dead.
and compare just to give a honest opinion.
Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
Because they're very much the same, but they're also very much
From
different.
The beast that prowls these sewers. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is contaminated. Folk are getting ill. Redanian soldiers among them.
Plan to kill the beast.
What about you, J
Get a
Gaming?
sample of its venom after I do.
Nice of you to offer. But I'd rather go with you. Collect the sample myself.
Creature's dangerous. You saw what it can do.
I'm a big girl, Geralt. I can take care of myself. And you know I'll get my way, so don't try and talk me out of anything.
Fine. Your choice. So show me where the monster attacked you.
This way.
Grating's badly bent. Something large struck it, with a lot of momentum.
I shut it as I fled. The monster must have slammed into it.
Glad it held up. Careful, the monster might still be here.
The upcoming vampire game looks so bad and cheesy. I mean, with the upcoming vampire game, I do agree that the dialogue looks like shit, but I think it has potential. I just hope that that's not how the overall dialogue's gonna be, because it seems very cliche and just lame.
Soldiers from your escort?
But I don't want to write it off just yet. I mean, I'll probably watch reviews and see what everyone else has to say, but I think it has potential.
Poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
But I don't like the dialogue so far.
Know them well?
Him, I met this morning. But Vern and I served together at the Battle of Dorian. Miklas only enlisted this Yule.
Sorry.
Once you kill this beast, we'll have to send someone down here to collect their bodies. Give them a proper burial.
What exactly happened?
We came in here and Miklas started looking for tracks. Then drowners attacked.
I played Skyrim first.
But Franz was
I played it actually not too long after it came out, and I was hooked on it. Probably as hooked as I was with Witcher 3 when I played it.
Then that beast
I got it for the 360.
Knowles pushed me towards the exit and ran at the monster. I turned around and saw him lying there, covered in a sticky substance.
And then I got Witcher 3 day
I ran
one.
back to get him, then dragged him to where you found us.
I didn't pre-order it, I just picked it up at Target.
Miklas and Vern had driven it away from us, and paid dearly for it.
Managed to get a look at what attacked you?
Everything happened so fast. I didn't get a good look, no. Only saw it from behind. I know it was large and slimy.
Gotta look around. Man you patched up, is he here?
Franz? I don't see him. Think the monster might have dragged him off?
Could have. Beast probably crawled in or out through here.
Dude, same.
Lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years, but
That was how I was with Skyrim.
had a skeleton key.
And exploring Black Bow, oh my god. I remember I spent like almost 4 hours exploring Black Bow.
Geralt!
It's fine.
I can't get down this road. I'll look for something else.
Be
I'm
careful.
actually looking forward to doing the live stream for Skyrim soon. And I was, with Witcher 3, I mean, I picked it, I gave it an honest comparison before I picked it. I didn't want to say that Witcher 3 was better than Skyrim without fully weighing out the pros and the cons, but, I mean, I could go into detail about it and it would take me hours, so I won't, but, I mean, Skyrim has its high points, Witcher has its high points in their own areas, but I just have to say hands down that there's something about The Witcher that just continuously pulls you in. I mean, besides the lore and the backstory and the dialogue, it's just, I don't know, it blows my mind sometimes.
Geralt, are you alright?
I'm fine. You? How'd you get in here?
I told you. Vern had a key to the grate. Look, it's Franz.
What's left of him, you mean?
What kind of beast would do that?
See, I haven't played Morrowind, but I played the beginning of Oblivion. I just didn't like it.
Does that mean anything?
At the time, though, to be fair, I wasn't into RPGs at all. I was like,
some kind of symbiosis.
I was pretty much new to the RPG scene. I started getting heavily into RPGs probably around
Interesting.
What?
2010.
Wound, right?
Mm-hmm. Just above the knee.
Managed to apply anything to it?
And then Skyrim
Yes.
kind of just
Some
had me
spirit,
take off
that
from
was it.
there.
Why do you ask?
Look, half of Franz's leg is gone. Monster must have chewed it off.
But according to Die
Other
Hard,
bodies were untouched, except for the wounds they sustained in battle.
Are you suggesting
stream
Beast likes
Oblivion,
alcohol?
tomorrow you'll love it.
Mixed with blood.
I will as soon as I get a capture card, because I can get it for my PS3 for dirt
Doubt
cheap,
we'll
I can
learn
imagine.
anything else here.
I think it's on
Need to find
PS3, I'm
them
not
there.
sure if Oblivion
Right
is on
behind you.
PS3, actually. Let me see real quick. Because I know that game came out. Okay, so yeah, it is on PS3. But yeah, when I get a capture card, I'll probably do it. Yeah, according to like die-hard Elder Scroll fans, Morrowind was apparently the best, and then Oblivion, and then Skyrim. Like, apparently they changed a lot in Skyrim, but I started with Skyrim. So I can't compare the other two games without really playing them all the way through. I just remember at the time, it was when I first played Oblivion, this was like probably back in 2008. It just wasn't what I was looking for in a video game at the time. But I'd probably play it now and like it. Like, I never played Half-Life, and I started playing it recently, and I actually really like that game. And that game is old, but it's a really good game. So I'm sure I'll like it. Alright, Geralt, you can get out of fighter mode.
Dead drowners everywhere.
Strange.
Really?
Seems
Is that
the
supposed to be
monster
another mod? Skywind.
Corpses,
Wow.
slime everywhere, and that stench.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that one because I'd be down to play it if they can make it
fresh and moist.
almost identical
Beast was just here.
I'll collect my sample.
to Oblivion as far as like story and characters.
All the
Then
tunnels
yeah,
and
I'm down to
corridors
play it on a
converge
newer
here.
engine.
What now?
Need to lure the beast,
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
but we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty of bodies. I'll use one of them.
Damn. Yeah, probably. I can imagine it's probably like one or two
Hope so.
people working on it.
But I'd still like to get some...
That's probably why
pure
it's taking so
once
long.
you've killed the monster.
To distill an antidote?
They're doing Skywind and Sky Oblivion, so
I have
that's
a few
actually
poison
pretty
patients on
interesting.
hand.
I would play
Besides,
both.
I can study the venom, test it, maybe discover some interesting properties.
I'll get to work.
I just hope they don't try to
I doubt I'd be much help in the fight, but you might need me afterwards.
make
I'll
it
look for
like
hiding places.
Skyrim in the
You'd be
sense that you
better
can
off
like
waiting for me
dual
up top,
wield
or
certain
back
powers, or you'll
But
have certain
no
weapons from
buts.
Skyrim. I hope they try to
Wait in the
keep it
passage
original,
for
but
now if
with
you
that
have
new
to,
fast-paced
though I'd rather you didn't.
engine.
But when the monster shows
Ugh.
you, run for the surface.
Fine.
Shani, look at me. Promise you'll stay out of it.
I'm waiting for some die-hard fan to try to make a Witcher
Now
mod.
go hide.
I mean, I don't think it would work well because of the dialogue, but I could imagine someone making like some crazy kind of Witcher mod. I mean, I know there's a lot already. There's actually a first-person mod that I really want to try. They finished the landscapes, they just need the voice actors. Fighting this frog is going to be so much fun. They finished the landscapes, so you just need the voice actors. I think that's going to be difficult. There's two ways I can see that working is, yeah, they could get new voice actors, or they could try to use the original voices, like the sound audio, and like sync it up. But no, either path would be harder. It'd just be better to use new voice actors. I wanted to pick up all the best games for PS4, so that's why I bought those games. Yeah, you definitely made a wise decision as far as those games go. I mean, Witcher 3, Skyrim, Remastered. I know when I first got my PS4 Pro, the first thing I did was pick up Witcher 3. Like, I had to do it that day, too. I was not going to get that game. Uncharted 4 is pretty good. The Uncharted series in general is good. I would recommend those if you haven't gotten them. And then obviously The Last of Us. They're turning the frogs gay. Why is that? Alright. Guys, this is about to be like intense. Like, completely intense. Alright, here we go. Fighting this thing requires patience. Thought you had me. Watch, he's gonna do that tongue shit, like, any second now. I'm gonna have to, like, pick that up. would rather fight Bowser right now. No! So my character automatically sheathed his sword. And in the process of trying to unsheath my sword, I got killed. But I'm going to kill this. You've been searching for the top-rated games for PS4. It all depends on what you're into, but a lot of people like The Last of Us, including myself. I wouldn't say it's like the best PS4 game in my opinion, but it is very good. I mean, originally it was a PS3 game, so. As far as like exclusives, Horizon Zero Dawn, you got Bloodborne. Hard as fuck, but it's a great game. Uncharted 4 and its DLC are good. No, I'm the right level. I just don't have enough. Part of it might be that I'm playing on Deathmarch, and then another part of it is probably I might need better gear. Like I have I have superior. I think I have superior Ursine armor, or it's enhanced. No, it's enhanced Ursine armor. So I probably need better Ursine armor, but I can honestly beat him. It's just time consuming. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, but we are getting Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I don't know if that's an exclusive to PlayStation. That's one you should jump on when it comes out. I think it is exclusive to the PlayStation. Oh my god, no. One of my Quinn. I hate when his tongue does that. Is Red Dead coming to PC too? I would hope so. Because I really feel like PC gamers got screwed when they didn't get Red Dead. The first one at least. And I'm surprised that Rockstar didn't remake it. Or at least try to port it to PC. I mean, honestly, they could have done it. Like, no problem too. I'm hoping they make a Red Dead collection. But they should put it on PC to be entirely honest. It would be kind of stupid on their part to put it just unless they have like some kind of inside deal with like PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox division. That's so dumb. Well, I mean, to be fair though, Grand Theft Auto 5 was originally for PS3 and Xbox 360, or they started, well, they came out, they had Grand Theft Auto 5 from PS3, Xbox 360, then they remastered it for the next-gen consoles, and then they eventually put it on PC. So I could see it going that direction, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to say because they didn't put the first one. So it's a lose-lose situation. God, I fucking hate this frog so much. I can't get a hit in without him tripping. Doing his like tongue shit. Just like following me too. He knows that I'm here to fuck him up. I mean, that's everything. Really? Rockstar's biggest IPs are on PC. They're moving to consoles, man. I can't. Or you can. Yeah, I mean, if you have to, but I'm really hoping Rockstar doesn't do that. They just need to. How I look at it is they could easily port Red Dead 1 and 2 onto PC because it's harder to port a game onto a console than it is to a PC, because PC, you just basically find the proper requirements, which if you're doing Red Dead 1 is nothing, at least nowadays, but they could easily put it on PC. I think it's just a business thing. But I would hope they do. A lot of people are looking forward to it. And I know some people that didn't even buy consoles, they just straight up jumped into getting a PC. They were so close. Oh, nice. Do you have a 1060? Yeah, the 1080, that's a godly video card. Like, very godly. What kind of processor do you have, Brazil? Are you using a AMD? Are you using an Intel, an i5, an i7? What's your setup? Like RAM and everything. You have a future-proof motherboard, that's wise. A lot of people don't consider those things when they build a PC, but you want it to last. That's the goal. You want it to at least live through 2 console generations. If you can have a PC that can play games up to like 12 years in the future, you're set. But a lot of people don't consider it. They just want to get something that's good enough or better than a console at the time. You gotta put a lot of money into that. Okay, so you have an i5, 8 gigs of RAM. Okay. So with the 8 gigs of RAM, is it one 8 gig stick or do you have like 2 4 gig sticks? It is better to have like, if you're going for like 16 gigs, it's better to have 2 8 gig sticks than have like 4 gigabyte sticks. Trying to do math and fight this thing at the same time. Nice. Oh, 18. two 8 gigabytes, so that's 16. Alright guys, it's almost dead. I like how I'm casually fighting the frog and just having a conversation. What kind of motherboard do you have? Oh, fuck you. You're so lucky I put that. Swallow. I would have screwed myself if I didn't use that swallow. I'm not regenning. There we go. That's the next thing I need to work on. I really need to build up my defense. I actually have a good alchemy build in mind. I just need to go over it later. And I need more legs. Definitely need more of those. Come on. The fact that he just stands like that for a second, it scares me. Because he knows something. Oh, throw him in the spots I'm gonna jump in. Finally. Yeah, the 1060 is probably much better than the PS4 Pro. The PS4 Pro, its GPU is similar to, I think it's the RX 460. Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick. PS4 Pro GPU. Equivalent. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's the RX 470 from AMD. So it's pretty much a lot like the Radeon RX 470. Yeah, I agree, Razil. It'd probably be close to a 980. It's nothing too overpowered. It's basically strong enough. But yeah, here's the I'll send you guys a link real quick. This is well, this is not okay. Here we go. This is what I want.
What's going on?
Ah, he's finally come
to. Oh, never
to.
mind. I can't put that.
And he can speak human, turns out. Started thinking I'd not conversed in common the whole way, except maybe with me reflection in the piss bucket.
I haven't had a problem with it.
Where am I?
On the Albatross.
We actually just got a new update. I'll go into detail about it later. I don't want to ruin the cutscene, but I'll tell you guys.
Signing on as a sailor.
But it does have its perks.
Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Damn it. Don't remember a thing. Just some sewers, a giant toad, and some boots. If that toad was their prince, guess I'm lucky to be alive.
Depends how you look at it. I happen to know a bit of a theory. Heard them saying they come here on a mission, dispatched by their king to find their prince, lift his curse. Wagered their honor, and that of their families 5 generations back. But they'd bring him home, safe and sound.
And I killed him. Great. So, must think they
For the
can save their
PS4,
honor by
honestly,
bringing the
I
prince's
really like
murderer
this
back
controller.
to face the king's justice.
It fits well in the hand. A lot of people say the Xbox One controller is better. I've held the Xbox One controller. It does have a comfortable feel, but I thought the 360 design was better. I have really big hands though, so that's probably why
And why are you here?
I feel that way.
Kill a prince too.
Well, to their thinking,
But I love the PS4 controller.
see, I was their guide.
I'm glad they didn't stick with the original design because the handles are way
Not
too
until
small.
after you'd cut their prince's
I
gut.
hate the PS3, PS2, and PS1
Not your
controllers.
fault, mate. When all said and done, could have sat on my arse in the alchemy playing Gwent. Didn't have to brag about knowing Oxenfurt better than my own breeches.
We been at sea long?
Dunno rightly. Not that long. Though, on the other hand... But what's it matter, any road?
Matters a lot. If they're hauling me off to hang me, I'm not in a hurry to arrive.
Me? I'm glad to be sailing to a fair. I hear they got wild horses there. White, with black stripes. Always wanted to see one of them.
Sure they're not black horses.
Dang,
with
Brazil,
white
that's
stripes?
back in the day.
Black horses with white stripes they got in Zanguebar. That I'm sure of.
Listen, there was a young woman, a medic, red hair. They capture her too?
Don't recall seeing anyone of the sort. You were alone.
Good. Means she managed to flee. Hopefully made it home. Tried to break out yet?
Used every ounce of charm I got. Nothing doing. Might be my affair is rusty.
My affair is non-existent.
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month. Teach you something that time.
Elkal Orial.
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan. Galavat Kar Ualbata again.
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar. Karvarepaner.
You'd be dead already.
Revhagar ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate ya Alamis.
We swore on our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Valth alakhe ul igulath.
What?
Elkal.
Vilth.
This last one.
Vilth. Alke ul igulath.
Elkal. Inkal avre ikel ugehereven ulvitar.
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot. All you get's angry gurgles. And they puff up, you notice? Like them fish. What's it they're called?
There anyone here who speaks common?
Ah, there's this mercenary with him. Looks Adernian to me. He's the one recruited me to show him through the sewers. Oh, and the mage what leads them knows a bit. Heard him talking. But I doubt either will talk to you. How was you? Catch some shut-eye. Not go on flapping my tongue. Got a long voyage ahead.
Sleep's not what I need. Someone I can actually communicate with. That's what I want.
Greetings, Geralt. Remember me?
Oh, here he is.
Not really.
I really do, though.
Interrupted. Known also as Master Mirror. We met in White Orchard. I helped you find your Yennefer. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slog doesn't kill you first.
How'd you get in here?
Long story, but it bore you. I'd prefer to focus on something more useful, like getting you off this ship. Because you do wish to disembark, do you not?
Yeah, sure. But what on earth could you?
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt. But before I do, I must know you'll return the favor.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merchant. So, do you want my help?
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near the village of Yantra. Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
Who are you gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. I heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. They'd be primed to sleep through the whole thing.
Yes. J Gaming it is. Like, if you're mainly for PC gamers, you get more of the perks, but having a monitor with a high refresh rate, HDR.
Didn't bargain for no storm. I fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
Yes, apparently because it's a big deal to Rockstar. Yeah, me and Roxanne are a thing. Which, I mean, you guys all saw that coming. We all saw it coming, but yeah. Yeah, gaming monitor is capable of more. Yeah, it definitely is. It's you get more frames per second out of it. Most TVs are capped at 60, but if you have something powerful enough to run 120 frames per second, it's better. And then having HDR, like, I mean, you can get TVs with HDR, but it's better to get a monitor if you can. Oh, I'm about to kill this mage. Technically, I called it first. I was just very quiet about it. Yeah, of course you would be, Rockstar. You're such a douche. But you can be a cool douche sometimes. Sometimes. As long as the douchebagginess is, like, kept to a minimum. Shit, I don't need witnesses. What is this, court? Oh shit, Mage is not fucking around. But hold on, I will get back to your guys' comments in a second. I just want to kill all these guys and not get killed by this mage in the process. Yes, thank you. Oh, wait, no, he didn't do it. Shit. Whew. Where's that mage? I don't like that I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Woo! Full white knight. Wait, what? Rockstar, I bet, like, in elementary school, you were one of those kids that, like, when someone had a crush, you'd be like, ooh. You'd be like the one singing those elementary school songs at the playground every time that kid would walk by. I'm starting to think you were like a bully, Rockstar.
Time to end this.
Raziel, I like the way you think. I am the Dark Knight. I mean, I am the Dark Knight. I can't do it right now. I'm not in character for this. Where's this mage at? I vaguely remember my elementary school experience. I like how he can, like, do Ard in his, like, magey way. Oh no. Oh shit, that's... Okay, that right there is like how you die. No. You're tripping, Rockstar. Fighting this thing, you need to, like, roll out of the way. Damn. Hold on. I would at least say it might be possible until he does that tornado thing. You have to jump out of the way for that. I mean, I don't think you could even run out of the way fast enough. Oh shit, I need to back up. Like, bad. Actually, no, you could outrun this, but I'm just not taking the risk. Oh, no! I don't know if you guys can hear me, like, clacking my buttons, but that's how intense it's getting right now. Arguably one of the hardest fights in this game, right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stream Bloodborne one of these days. I know, it's almost kind of fucked up when you really think about it. Yeah, Rockstar basically said it. You say what I was thinking. This guy's like going all out. Oh yeah. Burned his ass. Oh, you fuck. Stop that. Like, I'm about to swing at him and he teleports. I'm like, dude, no, you just accept it. Yeah. That's my bitch. It'd be cool if his body moved, but oh well. I haven't played that game. But I have played Bloodborne. I was playing it, I played it the day it came out, and I've been playing it on and off, but honestly, it's a lot harder than this, hands down. But I'm confident that I can finish Bloodborne. But I will die a lot. Like, I think the downside to streaming that game is you guys are gonna see me die, like, every frickin' 2 minutes. But at the same time, that's what makes it Bloodborne. Yeah, I guess I'll collect all this shit. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna sell all this stuff anyway. It's the Samurai Dark Souls. I'm down. Because I would prefer more faster paced. I mean, I kind of got the timing down for Bloodborne. For, like, a lot of the attacks. Like, right now I only have an axe, but I'm starting to get the feel of it. Yeah, that's the shitty part about Bloodborne. And I would die from, like, the most ridiculous things, too.
That stench.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting Olgierd. You best believe that, man. I can't wait to do, Blood and Wine, because why is my sword missing? That is so weird. Where is it? Earthheim. But yeah, I can't wait to do Blood and Wine, because I think you said I think it was you, Rockstar, that said you haven't seen me cover that DLC. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. These things are like lunging at me like they're from fucking I Am Legend. And that one like came out of nowhere, he's trying to jump me too. Oh my god, this isn't a mosh pit. Straight up Dragon Ball Z shit, guys, with swords. Future Trunks fucks up Cell. The Batman approach. Yes. Yes, I must do it like Batman. I want to do the Witcher 3 challenge. There's a guy that, I will do it one day, it's just going to be hard as shit, but there's a guy that played the entire Witcher 3 game without... He played the entire Witcher 3 game without any armor or upgrading his weapons on Deathmarch. And I don't think he upgraded his skills either. I have to look up, like, the rules, everything he did, but I want to do that just to see if I can. Igni and Quinn are my favorites. I mean, I'll use R depending on who I'm fighting, but yeah, Igni and Quinn are like my go-tos. Ooh, just got 300 gold. That needs to be converted. Yeah, he was basically naked and had base swords, so you're pretty much playing as Geralt, walking around in your underwear with the original swords. And I'm not sure if he set his ability points either. So I think... I'm going to look up the rules for it, but I want to do that challenge. True. With Skyrim, I want to do that on Deathmarch.
Giddy up.
Shoot, Rockstar. If you do, you should record it. I know when I do it, I'm going to live stream it, but that won't be... I'm not going to cover this game for a very long time. Like, after I finish playing through all of it. Because I've done this game a lot, and it's an amazing game, but at the same time, I want to give it a break from streaming and hit some other major games. It really is the ultimate test. I feel like once I play The Witcher like that, I can do anything, well, as far as Witcher 3 goes.
Traveler, hello. Come
move it.
I'll deal with those guys later. The Wolves Among Us. Yeah, the Wolf Among Us, I actually do want to do that. Gonthro Dim's theme song. Alright, I'll message you guys, so at least until this cutscene's over, because I don't want to ruin it.
I knew you'd come.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
You appeared out of nowhere, disappeared just as mysteriously, summoned a storm. Let me guess. You're a mage.
Oh, please, no. I cannot stand spells. Childish hocus pocus. It's just not interesting. What I find fascinating are true tales, true human lives. Like the one I shall tell you now. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this'll interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everink.
How do you know we'd met, and that I'm not exactly thrilled with him now?
Please, Geralt. I knew the Ophiri had captured you. Was I not to know how this had come to pass? Olgierd von Everink did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant. But make no mistake, I've many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind faster than lightning. romantic prowess to charm all womankind. But above all, I offer a great and true adventure. An experience like no other, the fate of only the chosen few.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one. Honesty.
What did you do for Olgierd? Break him out of a cell too?
In some sense, yes. I remember that day quite well. There was a light drizzle, yet the cold tore right through you. Olgierd appeared at the break of dawn, gaunt as a rail, his shirt moth-eaten. Seemed to have naught but the sword at his side. It quite pained me to look at him. He asked for help, and help I gave. Made him a rich man, successful, esteemed. He is who he is today, thanks only to me. And yet afterwards, he turned his back, shunned me, sends me off when I dare ask for payment. Even sicked his hounds on me once. He's thus left me no option but to invoke the terms of our pact. And that is where you come in.
Huh. How much does he owe you?
Gentlemen don't discuss coin.
Need to know the details if you want me to get my hands dirty. How much? 1,000,000 crowns? 2 million?
I'm no usurer to lend coin for interest. No. What Olgierd owes me is far more personal than shiny things that clink. As much as I regret it, I can say no more. I must respect his privacy.
Know what? This business, it's between you two. Rather not get involved.
Before you decide, please hear me out. You shall see Olgierd as a vile man. Or, as they say in the West, a real son of a whore.
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take care of this?
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill 3 wishes for Von Everec. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a... how shall I put it? A proxy.
Mm-hmm. So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an ally. And something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying Von Everec a visit. Then, well, then we shall improvise. I believe, however, that all will end well. And once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared.
Right. Specifics now. Thought Olgierd had 3 wishes, requests, whatever.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until we see it.
All seems a little shady. Your help, your pact with Olgierd, his 3 requests.
Think it over. I agree you've no a priori reason to trust me, but, as it happens, I was in the right place at the right time to help you. And it's also the case that the same man has wronged us both. To my mind, those are reasons to work together.
To my mind, not so much.
Come with me to see Olgierd. You shall see he's a vile, dishonorable man who treats the lives of all folk like playthings, as he treated yours when he sent you to find the Frog Prince.
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there. I've a matter to attend to along the way.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
Alright guys, I'm back. I didn't want to ruin that cutscene, but I would play the Borderlands, the Tales from the Borderlands, because shit, I remembered it and I forgot. Oh, I saw that notorious cutscene of the shootout that they had, the fake shootout where everyone was using like finger guns, and I thought that was actually hilarious. I would cover it. I mean, it would be like, I can imagine it's more lighthearted, or at least that's the vibe I get from it. Alright. About to uncover some shit. How are my potions looking? Alright, I'm about to fight Odim, guys. Which Odim is way easier than the mage. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but I'm gonna say that now. This is gonna be a really easy fight for me.
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with the fists of steel. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning. You noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts. No! Please! I beg you! Shut your trap! Let me go! Leave me be! Shut it! I ate with yous! Drank with yous! Fought beside yous! And you kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Tell you what's gonna happen now. I'll ask again, polite like, and you'll answer just as politely.
And if I don't?
Then I'll get angry, stop talking, and slaughter you all like swine. So what'll it be? Am I gonna hear why you want to take his head, or not?
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
No, you don't. Let him go.
Oh, this is bloody rich. Can't plough and believe me ears. You switch your brains with your cock or something. Get your mutant witcher ass out of here.
Or
I'll kill you!
Go ahead. Try.
Whoa, whoa, what the bloody hell's this? Geralt, have you decided to play defender of the downtrodden?
More like gutter of sons of bitches.
As long as I'm here, you'll gut no one.
That a challenge?
Here
Why
he comes.
not? I've not fought a Witcher before. Defeat me and I shall let him go. Stand aside. Would you wait, sir, for the dribble to subside?
Makes no difference to me.
Just listen. Stunt. Fight.
Thank God, I really wanted to use my Thunderbolt. It's better in the rain.
Time to fight. Made a better man.
Shit. Alright, I got this. I didn't know he was gonna do that attack. What do you guys think of Kingdom Come for the fight? For the first fertile, for the... Okay, that's an interesting time. It's time for the fight, and then... Yeah, I'm iffy on Kingdom Come. What bugs me about it is, like, it's realistic, but it's realistic in annoying ways. Like, if your clothes are dirty, people will, like, notice that, and they won't, like, want to interact with you as well. Which, I mean, is realistic, but at the same time, it's annoying. And then, it's more medieval. You don't have, like, you don't have fantasy creatures like dragons or elves or trolls or anything, because it's supposed to be realistic. Other than that, I agree with Rockstar as far as like the combat. The combat's a lot better than what you would see in Skyrim because of how you deflect and how you fight. I would say it's nothing special, or it doesn't look like there'd be anything that special. You thought? It's like straight Dragon Ball Z shit right here. Like he's over here like teleporting, I'm over here like throwing up shields and like shit. You almost had me with that one too.
Show me what you got.
A medieval sword game without the magic. I think it would be a good game then. Like, if that's what you're looking for in a game, then you'd probably like it for that reason. Like, I prefer like the whole, at least not the magic thing, but the mythological creatures would be cool, like fighting a dragon or fighting, like Skyrim. But I guess in the sense they didn't want to copy Skyrim either, so. But yeah, I think you would like it for that reason. The combat looks really good in that game. Whoa. Got it close there. So that was like an epic sword fight. I was about to use the Quinn too. I ended up using the Swallow.
Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well, well. The Witcher with the heart of gold.
Have you played this DLC, J Gaming?
It seems there is a silver lining. At least
If
you
not,
don't know I don't
dude.
lose my head. Release him.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it.
Really necessary.
Ah, show. Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
Yeah.
Immortal.
Depends on your understanding.
But that's
of the
out of my
term.
control.
Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all. It all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
See, I could do that, Rockstar, but at the same time,
know what this
I
is?
don't want to.
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions.
I'll put
That's a
spoiler
dangerous
alert,
man you've chosen
spoiler alert in the next stream that I upload, or I start streaming. I'll put that right in the
Congratulations,
intro every time I
Your
stream a
reward.
game.
You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If it was left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
The first-person sword fights in Skyrim were like, they weren't the best, but they were pretty fun.
Of course he did.
And with Deliverance Kingdom Come, it looks fun. It looks... I was watching a review video, and the reviewer, he had like his pros and cons, and he said one of the pros of that game was the swordplay. Because you can pick like which way to swing, and it offers a challenge. And how you deflect, it's more realistic than Skyrim as far as its swordplay goes.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite
Rockstar, you're a hit at the parties, aren't you?
Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him. Then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew
You
bored
could,
of watching
but
him
I would
suffer
get it
and
like
decided to end
when it's cheaper.
by your hand.
Remind me, Odin. It was to fulfill my last
At least
request.
that's what I would probably do. I'm not too interested in the game myself, so I would probably get it when it's like $20. But if it really piques your interest, go for it. I mean, I heard it is a decent game.
Come.
Oh yeah, no worries, J Gaming. Rockstar's just a bit of a dick, but we put up with him. He can be good company. Alright.
This thing between you and Master Mirror, your quarrel, really rather not get involved.
You already are, I fear. He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay.
Is it?
Am I right?
Yes.
A lot of reviews that I've seen have given it like 7 and 8. 7s and 8s.
But never worry. I shall devise tasks so impossible you will never complete them. Not if you go mad trying.
I mean, it definitely looks interesting. It'd be a good time killer.
While I shall live in peace until Master Mirror finds
one of the people that I actually I'm subscribed to, he does like he doesn't do live streams, but he does let's plays and playthroughs.
That true?
He's covering that game. He really likes it a lot.
Perhaps the Aetheri Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment.
Hold on.
I was another man then.
That's crazy. 70 on Metacritic.
And hollowed the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
Hold on, I gotta go on Metacritic.
Could have told me the truth about the Toad. Having a bit of fun at my expense.
Like, I believe you, but I want to see like their top games list. I know Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild should be at the top of the list.
I thought it right.
And then I know Batman Arkham City's up there. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's Ocarina. Really? Pro Skater 2's up there?
Why bother?
He was a human being.
That bloody Aetheri mutt was no human.
Okay, so Breath of the Wild is down to 12.
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think.
I
We're currently
really don't see Grand Theft Auto 4 being number 3. I'm sorry, but Grand Theft Auto 4 was good, but it wasn't that good.
His house.
So surprised. But why?
Story was great, but the gameplay
What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses.
It was kind of sloppy and annoying. The car handling was terrible.
Aye. Vladimir.
But it was a good next-gen
There were times he himself stunk like foot
for its time.
3 days old. But his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rivaled Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy
Last time I looked at this list, it was like a year ago. Batman Arkham City was actually 5 or 6. I don't know if they switched the list around.
Any hints? Where I should go? How I might start?
You must be mad. I've no intention to make things easier for you.
Once I'm done with those two, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite a bit to complete the first 2 tasks.
Alright, man. I will talk to you in a bit.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
I was actually looking at an Evil Within stream earlier.
For reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual of blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everett blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The von Evericks are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there. Oh, and take plenty of coin. Have a feeling it could come in handy.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you just might enjoy yourself.
Yay, can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
Alright guys, I want to keep this stream going as long as I can, so let's move forward. Now, let me see what I wanna... I'm gonna hit up the rune right real quick so I can get my swords supercharged and enchanted, all that good stuff. So the rune right, he is close by. Let me meditate real quick. Actually, I think I don't have that fast travel point. No, I'm gonna have to ride over there. Did you upgrade all your Richard? I did not yet. My Earthsign armor is at, I think it's enhanced. I'm pretty sure I don't have the superior. Yeah, I haven't upgraded it full yet. I'm probably gonna do that after. I'm gonna hit up the rune right first, and then collect the bear skull armor real quick and upgrade that. And I might upgrade my feline armor too. So are you gonna get that game then, J Gaming? Honestly, if you do, let me know how it is. Because I've been hearing mixed reviews. Like, a lot of the people that I know that have played it said it's a good game. And then a lot of, like, heavy-duty reviewers say it's, like, okay. But I really... I don't know. I would get into it for the sword play. I'm not big on the whole... it just being medieval and no dragons and stuff. But at the same time, I can't really dismiss it because it could have its high points.
That's it, Roach.
I'm about to put so much money into this rune ride, it makes me sad. Like, I think I have to give him like 15,000 gold just to like get the good upgrades, or the decent ones. Yeah, dude, honestly,
a long way from Ophir.
The best armor in this game is the Grandmaster Manticore armor, which you get in Blood and Wine.
There is honor.
Got a ring to it.
Are you playing on Deathmarch?
Experience though, face plenty of risks. Honor, not so much.
Because risk issues from intent. Important is this intent. The long passage I brave to admire the unknown and bring glory to myself and my liege. The world we must explore, virgin lands discover, new knowledge garner among our brothers than to spread. For is there in life a beauty greater than to admire the new, to stand in awe of the never-ending creation of the world?
You might just have to level up some more.
Explorers and philosophers.
Indeed,
I don't know if you know this too with armor,
to exchange, and
like the Earth Sign armor or any armor in general. If you have all the same, like, I think it's as long as you have everything from the same set, like say you have like the torso and the gauntlets and the legs and the swords, everything. You have to have everything Earth Sign, you get an overall bonus. But you have to have everything Earth Sign, including your swords and crossbow. And then it also depends on your skill tree. I'm not going to race this guy right now.
Go.
I just wanted to get past that intro because I do plan on racing in the future.
Greetings.
Greetings, and praise the world in its never-ending creation.
Don't take this the wrong way, but honestly, world doesn't deserve much praise.
Nordlings. Disagreeable always. Faces crinkled, soured.
How far are you in The Witcher 3?
To death, even a simple greeting. But my tongue now has soured, while you for trade have come. Sadly, I can forge for you nothing. My belongings, tools inclusive, all lost.
I could understand. That's how I feel with this game right now.
You a craftsman or a mage?
I'm trying to find a game that fills the void that Witcher 3 does so well, I guess, if that makes sense. And I could see why you're leaning towards the realistic swordplay.
Familiar to you are these words?
No. Runecraft seems pretty
I mean, I do admit it looks realistic and immersive as far as like the graphics and the sound. But I'm not sure. I guess I'm just beside myself on it. Like I'm iffy.
For rune stones properly forged in a
like I really want to try it, but I really don't want to spend $60 on it. That's where I'm like iffy on it.
Set haphazardly. Such words too can of glyphs be made and set in armor.
But I could completely understand that after playing Witcher 3.
Listen, folks sometimes
I actually got that feeling with Skyrim.
Even retrieved a missing item or two in my
when I first played Skyrim and I got through it and I did almost everything I could. I got to the point where I was like, okay, I need a game that's like this game that'll just keep me going. And then I got The Witcher 3, and I was like, dude, yes. And that's what I feel like Cyberpunk's going to do. It's going to, obviously it's going to be better than The Witcher 3.
And all the coin that
bigger and better.
I had brought lies now in the murky abyss with my instruments.
Seems your skills could be useful to me. Given that, I'd be happy to help you out.
Have you played Assassin's Creed Origins? You might like that game.
Back in runes and glyphs.
It tries to be like The Witcher. It doesn't do the job that it doesn't. It isn't The Witcher. It's not as good as The Witcher, but at the same time, it's like following The Witcher, and it has.
Rest easy. Got a feeling this will be a good investment.
It's taken a lot of things from The Witcher as far as like mounts.
Got some on me.
Your combat is similar to what you would have in The Witcher.
It is.
Not exactly. Not exact. You don't have like powers or anything, but
end with coin.
I would give it a try.
Need I shall also a jade stone of size substantial.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's
see what I can do.
Depending on the game, I mean, like Red Dead Redemption, I would probably drop $60 on, or Red Dead 2. I mean, sorry, but games that I'm not sure about. I mean, I've done it in the past, and that's why I don't do it anymore. Like, I thought Call of Duty Ghosts was gonna be good. I know that's like the stupidest thing you've probably ever heard anybody ever say, but I thought that game was gonna be good. So I bought that on day one, and I spent $60 on it. Biggest mistake in my life. Like, I was hating life for that whole week. It's like I spent $60 on this piece of shit game. But it's because I had high expectations for it, and it was overhyped. Never again will I get fooled by a Call of Duty game. I didn't even buy World War II. I knew that game was going to get old quick. Okay, so,
slow now.
Wait.
Whoa.
I'm totally tripping. I was supposed to do something for this rune, right? Oh, okay, the pickaxe. I thought I had a pickaxe. I guess not. My bad, guys. I, like, got ahead of myself. Like, way ahead of myself. But yeah, dude, you should try Assassin's Creed Origins when it's on sale. I got it, and honestly, I did pay $60 for that game when it came out.
Find some small jade deposits
And it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was $60 worth, but it wasn't something I regretted either. I really enjoyed that game. And they're still giving out free quests, which is like crazy. Like last week they gave us a free quest. Like for no reason, like you didn't even have to pay for it. Yeah, dude, you did the smart move getting those later. Like, I haven't played Dark Souls 3, but I have Skyrim Remastered, which I'm going to be covering eventually in one of my live streams. I might actually do it tomorrow, depending on other variables, but I got the Skyrim Remastered at GameStop for $30 brand new. It was on sale, and I wasn't planning on getting that game. I was actually in there to get Fallout 4 used. And the guy was telling me that it was on sale for $30, and originally it was $60 because it just came out. Or not just came out, it was out for like about 3 months, but it was still at the $60 price. And I was just like, $30, give me that shit. Half off. It was 50% off. I couldn't resist. I don't regret it. Is Dark Souls 3 good? Is it better than Dark Souls 2? Because I heard a lot of people didn't like Dark Souls 2. You know what I noticed? There's no music. There is absolutely no music. Why is that? You know, I don't even know. I'm gonna collect this jade, and if it persists, I know how to fix it. I've had this happen to me before. It usually happens when I'm in this general area for the Hearts of Stone DLC. Sometimes music just cuts off, and in order to start it, you have to either fast travel or back out to the main menu and then go back into it. But I'm hoping it fixes itself. If not, I'll just back out real quick and go back in.
Jade here. Need to keep looking.
Alright, I hate these things, and that's why. They like gang up on you and they run away from you. It's like the most annoying thing ever. shit. No. Damn it, Roach. Alright. Let's try that again. Are you gonna get Far Cry 5 when it comes out? Haha. Dude, honestly, after, because I never got into the Far Cry series, but I watched gameplay for Far Cry 4. Because my, the viewer that was actually just here, Rockstar, recommended it to me. I want to. I'm not too sure yet. I might not get it day one, but I might. Just for like the multiplayer, and it looks like a fun game. I mean, it's set in Montana. There's a lot of land. It looks intriguing, so it would be a maybe. A strong maybe. Are you getting God of War 4 when it comes out? I don't know if you played the other God of War games. But that's supposed to be like huge. It looks like they're taking they are taking a different approach with it. I mean, it's gonna be God of War was normally Greek mythology, and I believe oh yeah, the new God of War is gonna be Norse mythology. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. Fuck this spider and his like dodging bullshit. Yes, these are like the most tedious enemies in this game for this reason. They just shoot webs at you and run away. And fire's like their weakness. Or getting them cornered. Oh my god, finally. Oh, actually, one of these should have Arachnus Venom, which I need for a potion. But knowing my luck, I probably didn't get any. Ooh, but I did get that, so I'm happy.
Jade. Now to extract some.
How is Primal? Like, I looked up the gameplay for Far Cry 4, and I will probably eventually get that. I mean, I know a lot of people don't play it now, so as far as, like, multiplayer goes, it probably won't be as, like, intriguing, especially with 5 around the corner, but how was, Primal? Because I've heard mixed reviews on it, like, for the most part, I heard that it sucked. Or it wasn't as good. But that's just what I heard. I mean, I can't take that for granted. Like, I have Mass Effect Andromeda. Have you played Mass Effect? Honestly, I mean, a lot of people said that game was bad, and I can see where it, like, digressed and, like, went backwards, but at the same time, I thought Mass Effect Andromeda was a decent game. Well, I'm gonna fight these, wraiths just to get some experience. Oh shit. Oh, J Gaming, have you heard about, you said you had a PS4 Pro, right? You know about the... Have you tried the new super sampling thing yet? Or do you know about that setting? It just came out in the last system update that we got. But it's actually pretty cool if you haven't used it yet. Yeah, I got the Pro. You're back in the prehistoric times using primitive weapons. Ooh. So... no. Not the boost mode. I do use boost mode though. But, it's called super sampling. Like, if you have your PS4 Pro on right now, go into your video settings. It's a new setting that just came with the last update, and it's super cool. Basically, what super sampling does is if you're playing like a 4K game, or if you're playing a game that's there's different forms of super sampling, but I'll use like the 4K example. If you're playing a game that's like outputted in 4K, or it's meant to be in 4K, like Witcher 3 is in 4K on PS4 Pro. But if you're using a 1080p television, like say you don't have a 4K television, what super sampling does is it takes that 4K image, and even though it's being put into a 1080p screen, it enhances that image. So you're getting like the best picture you can get in 1080. And we just got a mode that for the PS4 Pro called super sampling, where it's basically, it does that for all your games. And it also does it for games that are in 1080p. It upscales them to, it like upscales them to 4K and then brings it down to a 1080p. It brings it down to that sharp 1080p look, if that makes sense. Like, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, for example, is output in 1080p. It doesn't have a 4K mode for consoles yet. That Ubisoft hasn't and isn't going to release a patch to put it in 4K, I'm pretty sure. But with the super sampling mode, it brings it up to 4K using the system itself, and then it brings it down to a sharper image on your 1080p screen. And I can see the difference. Like, there's a huge difference. But yeah, check it out if you get the chance, dude. It's definitely, it's worth it. I haven't ran into any problems with it. Like, right now I have super sampling on for this game, but this game is already super sampled, so there's not a difference if you have it on. But yeah, I have my super sampling, and then I have my boost mode on. No problem, man. I hope you enjoy it. It looks really good, especially with older games.
Let's go.
Like, you can see a huge difference with Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like, once I put that super sample mode on that game, I was like, wow. This looks gorgeous.
Made good use of my coin by the look of things.
The return to my craft. Know you not the pleasure it brings. I thank you.
Don't mention it. How's the work going?
Several lesser runes I forged already. Practice, you see. Yet I sadden in thinking the tools and ingredients I possess are not fit to create better.
Got lucky. Found you some jade. Here.
Thank you, I do. If you to gaze wish at my handiwork, to do so I invite you.
Alright. Well, let me see what enhancements I have with this. I might upgrade again, though. Because I want to get this one attack that makes your whirl attack better. Okay. Okay, so I have to upgrade again, which is shitty, but I'm gonna do it.
Brought you more coin. Put it towards better equipment?
Thanks in the thousands. Too kind you are to me, truly.
Your work's worth the coin.
Actually, I'm not, man. I'm actually streaming through the PlayStation's broadcast.
Hard at work.
I don't have a capture card yet.
Ah, yes. Commission
I plan on covering a lot more games once I get one, though. I just don't have the money for one right now.
Many arms
or at least I don't have the money for a decent one, and I want to get a really good one.
Earnest I now can. New runes, glyphs, and diagrams created I have. An eye you should cast. Find one to your liking, perchance.
So, nothing holding you back now?
From making master-crafted runes, you mean?
Do you do live streams?
More coin I will need to do so, sadly.
Hello, Sanju Krishna. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Good to have you.
Craft something for me, would
I'm
you?
not sure if I pronounced your name properly. I apologize if I didn't. But it is good to have you. Okay, armor. Okay, so okay, here we go. Severance. This is an amazing upgrade in general. I need a Velos runestone, and I would have. I think I sold it, but I can buy one. Yes. Yeah, so what it does is for certain games it'll bring it up. Oh, okay, thank you, Sanju. I appreciate it. I try my best not to butcher people's names, but yeah, it will. Hold on, I'm looking for a Valis runestone, which I don't think this guy has any. He has a lesser. I don't know if it needed a lesser. But okay, so I got distracted. So what it is it will downscale the graphics to 1080p. And then you'll have certain games that are just 1080p native, and it'll upscale it to downscale it, if that makes sense. So it'll take a game that's in 1080p and bring it up to 4K and then bring it back down again. So it's basically pushing the PS4 to output a higher resolution, but it's keeping it at 1080p at the same time. If that makes sense. The way I described it, that's the best way to describe it. And then if you're playing a 4K game, usually they super sample themselves, like this game super samples itself. But if they don't have that option, it'll do the same thing. I just leave it constantly on. Okay, I need to get a Velos runestone before I can even do this. But I do have one attack. But yeah, I just leave it on all the time. Same with my boost mode. I have that boost mode always running. Because I might as well get as much power out of this thing as I can. And I have no issues with it. Actually, it might be your internet connection, because before I had the super sampling on, there's a number of things, like, hold on, I'm trying to find a quest real quick, but, it depends on what you're outputting your broadcast to. Like, if you have slow internet, and you output to... Sorry, I'm just looking through these real quick, but if you have slow internet and you're outputting... Okay, we're just gonna do this one. You're outputting your broadcast to... Let's say 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's how you want to stream your... That's what you want your output to be when you set it up in the settings. What that'll do is, if you have slow internet, it'll either create a massive delay, or it'll, to keep up with it uploading the signal, yeah, it'll basically blur your picture out. But if you keep it within your internet's perimeters, like, you should be fine. Like, if it's just 1080p, no 60 frames, you should be okay. And then same with 720p. But no, it'll still come out good, because I was streaming this game before we got the 4K update, when it was just all 1080p, and I was only using boost mode. And it runs really well. Or it looked really good, I'm sorry. That's what I was trying to say.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
But yeah, man, any other technical questions that you have, just let me know.
Tasty number, that medic.
I'll look into all these things. They fascinate me.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get cut in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it to her?
Sorry, none of your business.
Come on. There's some kind of secret? You embarrassed? She's quite fetching, and you're, well, none too handsome, but a witcher. Lasses like your type. Come now, fess up. You fancy her or not?
There's no denying her beauty, but she's not my type.
Talking out your ass, mate.
Passing on quite the catch. She looked at me like she does you. I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you, in Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well, were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a
Witcher
century
1.
ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt. Proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed. Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guessed this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? Alright. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
I would think that was
It's
a
the
bullshit
truth.
story
I'm
too.
colored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Could be a mage, a demon, or a djinn.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother and show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett? In my third year at Oxenford, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
All right.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
I'll regret it.
What will you do to me, Dove? Spank me?
Leave her alone.
What? Want us to plough you? Is that it? Doable, but you'll have to hide that mug in a sec.
Piss off before I kick your asses.
We'll see who kicks whose ass. Get him, lads! Pound his gob!
That's it, you're in for it. Fucking come on! Mug of me mug!
Alright, where did that girl... Okay. Never mind, she's here.
You alright?
Fine. Truth be told, I'd have managed on my own. But thank you.
You'd have managed it? Managed those men by yourself?
Of course. Knee to the bollocks, elbow to the throat. Job done.
Walk you home?
Hey now. I'm grateful, sure, but I'll not demonstrate that in the alcove.
Walk you home, that's it.
In that case, yes. Come. Master Witcher, do you always help folk for free?
Sometimes for free, usually for pay.
Phew. I was afraid you were abnormal. What the devil? Here it is. Really, you needn't have troubled yourself.
Might be right, but these days, better safe than sorry. Take care of yourself.
Okay, so I'm gonna go meet Shawnee at the family crypt.
Crow, back up. Watch your step.
Move it.
Hey, Junior Freitas. No hablo español.
Go.
Hablo inglés. Sorry. I totally misread your comment for a minute, J Gaming, because I was like, I see your typo. You meant to put alright, I'm back, but I thought you meant alright, I'm black. I had to take a dump and eat some spicy food. I'm like, alright, man, I dig it. That was hilarious, though. Spicy food is bomb, though. Depending on what it is, but if it's spicy, there's probably like a 90% chance I like it. Yeah, I know, dude. I was laughing so hard. It's all good, though. I know what you meant. I was just like, dang, thug life.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Ooh, girl, get it?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
I'm about to lose so much stuff, and I have no guilty conscience because it's a video game. But here's the grave robbing.
Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Alright, so that upgrade I got from the Moonride earlier, guys, basically that's the upgrade. When you do your whirl, it increases the radius of your whirl, which is really good when you're surrounded by enemies like wraiths or bandits. I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, both my swords don't have this upgrade.
Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around.
Is this on normal? No, it's on Deathmarch. I'm just really good at this game. Like, not the best, but it's taken a lot of trial and error for me to get good at this game on Deathmarch. To put it to you this way, this would probably be my 4th playthrough on Deathmarch. Yeah, man. You'll see though, when I fight certain enemies, like when I fought that toad, if you noticed, I don't know if you were there for the toad battle, but I was dodging him a lot because if he would have hit me like twice, I would have been dead. So, usually when I fight an overpowered enemy, I like to, pick at them or like try to predict how they're going to attack and avoid their attack and come in for an opening. But, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It took a long time to get this good. Oh shit. Like right now I'm dying, as you can see, but, no, the armor that I have right now. Damn it. Oh, okay, I got so lucky there. When they do that web shit. But the armor I have right now is the enhanced sign armor, but I am gonna upgrade it to Grandmaster very soon, actually. Or not Grandmaster, Master. I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute. Nah, if you start a new game plus... Hold on, give me a minute, I need to tell my dog to shut up. Okay, my apologies. So, okay, when you start a new game plus, what it is, oh my god, I'm gonna kill these dogs. Not literally, but in my head I am. When you start a new game plus, it'll still be like, say you have Grandmaster or Master Crafted armor. What it does is it'll carry over, but it won't be as strong as the current armor you're wearing. So you know how in New Game Plus you start off with Geralt's normal armor and tunic? Well, you would have this in your inventory still, but it would be like 50 points under, if that makes sense. So it wouldn't be... Carrying it into New Game Plus, it wouldn't really... it wouldn't benefit you at all, but I think you can still sell it for the same price. Like, if the armor's worth like 1,000 gold, I think it still holds its value, so If you do start a new game plus, I recommend bringing over as much armor as you can into your inventory if you're trying to make like a lot of money. But yeah, technically it does still stay legendary, to answer that question. Okay. Sensor, here we go. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to use sensor yet. I'm supposed to find the proper codes.
Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother.
Alexei?
Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Life and death, fire and blood.
Time to light the votive fire.
Fire and blood, life and death.
Because when I got the same Witcher gear in New Game Plus, it's called Legendary. I need to craft that to be able to upgrade, even though I already have Master Craft.
Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake
That's
the ghost
strange.
of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little.
Usually when I brought my armor over,
Are you Vlad's ghost?
I mean, I've never worn it because it would be underpowered, but it would still have its, like, if it was Master Crafted or Grandmaster Crafted, it would still have that. It would have all the same stats that it would have, it just wouldn't be as strong as my current armor. I don't know if that's a glitch, but I haven't encountered that.
All good. Then we converse with the
Are you able to?
blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
You can email me a screenshot. I can check it out. Like if you can screenshot that
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Get all geared. You will
specific.
never see
If you can screenshot your inventory and hover over that armor, I'll take a look at it because I've never had that. I am so glad I got this upgrade. Here, I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Evereks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everek, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We've on Everix have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut, and then order the local clubs to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me.
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
We're just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love? No heartfelt admissions, confessions?
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Ooh. Never cherished those beautiful, nay, stunning... So, soft in the head or the loins?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavor, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you. A comely maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
Keep your paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses?
Sorry about that. I just realized I can use my mic. I usually mute it for the cutscenes, but yeah, I mean, you can sell it if you want to, but you'll probably save a lot more money in your New Game Plus if you just dismantle it, because it costs a lot to make Grandmaster Armor. As I'm sure you already know, I don't know if you've made Grandmaster Armor yet, but
This
it's
whole
ridiculously
witch's
expensive.
life. What's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
Those signs, I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
Hey-ya!
Bloody fine mount.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts. Faster.
Alright, I don't think I have any fast travel points until I finish this quest. Oh wait, I do. Okay, before I go to do this mission, I'm gonna go get some bear school gear. So I'm gonna switch my quests over real quick. So I want to upgrade this armor. Where is it? Oh, here we go, part 4. And that's actually local, okay. Since I have to start the game over anyways, I got sick of this game after the first playthrough.
Go.
You didn't like it? I would say I'm like on my, probably my 7th playthrough. It's just a guess though. I've played this game a lot. But, how far are you on your New Game Plus? Are you like almost done with the story, or are you like at the beginning or the middle? Are you like really far in?
Geralt, old chap. Mind turning your ass around and going back to the wedding? I was to have a bit of fun, not a bloody
I did, but after I
walkabout.
beat it, I got
Keep
sick of
this
it.
up, but I'll get sore legs is all.
That's
Not
understandable.
Quite what Olgerd asked for.
That's how I felt with Batman Arkham City. I mean, I'm sure I'll play that game again, but after I beat the main story, I really just... I actually haven't played it again since then. I just really don't want to. This game, though, it was so good, it always manages to pull me in. But...
Faster.
It is understandable. So are you pretty much, So that's pretty much why you're getting that Kingdom Come game, then, huh? To kind of give you something new to do. Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous how much I played this game. Alright, so... Haven't played the DLC, though. Honestly, dude, I highly recommend, before starting New Game Plus, I mean, you already did, but you should start the New Game Plus after you do the main story. Or the... not main story, after you do the DLCs, because the DLCs are pretty much a continuation from the main story. Like, Hearts of Stone takes place, obviously, after the whole Wild Hunt thing, and when Geralt's asked, like, what have you done, blah blah blah, he'll bring up, yeah, I fought the Wild Hunt with Ciri, and this and that, and then certain characters from the past will come back. Like, when you play Blood and Wine, you'll run into old characters.
Slower.
You should. I recommend getting both DLCs. They are worth it. Like, CD Projekt doesn't screw you over when it comes to DLC, unlike other game developers. Like, if anything, Blood and Wine should have been $40, and they would have gotten away with it, but they sold it for $20, and that was a huge DLC. That was practically a whole nother game.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Like, this is DLC right here, and dude, I'm not even halfway through it. This is just one of the many quests.
Wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in, wearing that.
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic.
First sign armor?
You need a robe.
Thank you very much.
One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Oh no, we're not gonna steal.
Come now, we're merely borrowing.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully.
Speaking of CD Projekt, do you know they're making a Witcher TV series on Netflix? Yes, I heard about that. I don't know too much on what's going on with that series right now. Like, I know they're still doing it. I think I was talking with one of my buddies that normally is in the chat, and he said that the only thing holding back the Netflix series is they're looking for actors. I think the script is finished. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see it.
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
I'm totally gonna watch it when it comes out.
Doe eyes, a swan,
I just hope it's good.
Supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very
Really?
talkative to start with.
He's been a
I mean, alright, don't get me wrong,
I
I'm
shall
not...
make up for that now.
How can I describe this?
A big step, but I will.
Alright,
For
how can I
now,
describe
we
this
should
without
simply
sounding
enjoy my friend's
offensive?
wedding.
May I
It's...
please speak to Geralt for a moment?
I believe, like, when it
Whatever
comes to
for.
lore,
This evening is about my
comic
pleasure,
book characters,
Just for a
video
moment,
game
then you
characters,
can jump right back in.
they should always be the original race that they were intended to be.
Be quick.
Like, for
I won't
example,
stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy
Cyborg from
myself.
Teen Titans,
Geralt,
right?
I'm about to introduce you
Normally
to
he's
the
black.
Please make sure
If
your
they
friend
used a white
doesn't
guy for
embarrass me.
Cyborg, it
I
would just
can't
be
make him
weird.
do anything. All that
And that's how I
nonsense
feel
is
about
his.
it,
Feel like an ass
without
saying
it being racist,
I
if
like
that
some
makes
of that
sense. I
nonsense.
feel like each character that they're doing should be accurate,
What, for
if that makes sense.
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Yeah, it wouldn't match the game, it
Relaxed.
wouldn't match...
So you think I'm uptight?
I mean, the
What
books,
I
I don't...
mean is, it would
I don't
be
know if
nice
Geralt's
from
actually
time to
on any of the
time if
covers
you
of the
could sit
books.
back and enjoy
I've
it,
never read the Witcher books,
instead of
but
going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does...
it pretty much, it
don't
ruins
understand.
things.
Of course you don't.
Or not
You're
ruins
as
things, it
dense
breaks
as
immersion.
year-old
That's what it
hardtack.
does.
Luckily, you've got me.
It's just not, I don't like when companies and movie studios
We'll
do
talk
that.
later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this will be over.
Same thing with
something that's not utter tripe. We shall
comic book
dance
movies
till the
like
break of dawn.
Spider-Man,
Get till midnight,
Homecoming.
not a second longer.
That's not enough.
They made Mary
I shan't
Jane
even get properly soused by midnight.
black
Let alone
in the
Make
new
an effort.
Spider-Man movie.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Normally
You get to
she's
frolic and
a
carouse till midnight.
redhead,
That's
a
our
white
deal.
redhead.
Then there's the
And
camping.
again, it's not a
Then we go
racial
back where you
thing,
came
but
from.
it's like, it
So
breaks
be
it for me because I'm not used to Mary Jane looking like this.
This
And I know
way,
they're trying to create
my strawberry.
more diversity, but at the same time it like kills it. It's just stupid. Like, as far as a new Witcher goes, I wouldn't mind if they had a new Witcher that was black. Like, it doesn't even have to be Geralt, it could be a brand new Witcher.
Wedding, overladen
And I would be cool with
tables,
that,
plenty of
but
worthy
it
drinking
just, it's
companions,
weird.
And a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Alright guys, I'm gonna actually go ahead and stop the stream here, because this part's really long. I'm really tired. I will, however, be streaming tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this game or Skyrim, but feel free to follow my Discord channel. That's usually where I post my updates. But it was nice meeting you, Jay Gaming. I'll see you later, man. Take care.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.